22nd, 2018 Dillon County Council meeting. We're going to start out by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Scott.
Let us pray the invocation at this time. Father, in Jesus' name, we come now again thanking you for this day and for life itself and for all that you do. We're forever grateful. Lord, we appreciate you now. We ask you, Lord, to bless this meeting, bless those that are here, those who serve on this panel, and those that have come, Lord, to listen and to hear as we administrate business that concern this county. All these blessings we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Number 3, approval of agenda.
Mr. Chairman, if I will, I make an amendment before the agenda is approved. The amendment would be moving the executive session up to number 5, and also amending the agenda with approval with an advertisement of the county administrative position, moving it up with taking action after discussion, moving it up to 5B. I make a motion to approve the agenda with those amended changes to.
Second.
Make a motion, got a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, number 4, approval of minutes. There's a motion.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion, got a second. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, 5, executive session. Get a motion to go to executive session.
I'll make that motion.
Motion, get a second.
Second.
A second. All in favor? Any opposed? Now going into executive session. Alright, we are now back in session. There was no action taken in executive session. Results of executive session. A, Harbor Freight Employee Road. Requires a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Alright.
Ask some clarification.
Have some clarification on this. Making a motion and a second for.
What I suggested it be for tentative approval of dedication of the right-of-way and accepting that road for Harbor Freight as detailed in this letter that you all received and which I provide your copy of too. The final agreement will be submitted for final approval some later date.
This is not a final approval. The final agreement is just a tentative agreement with that letter. Got a motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? 5A. Public hearing. Ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of fee in lieu of tax agreements by and between Dillon County, South Carolina, and the company or companies known to the County of Dillon at this time as Project County Miracle with respect to certain economic development property in the county, whereby such property will be subject to certain payments in lieu of taxes, including the provision of certain special source revenue credits and other matters related thereto.
Mr. Chairman, I didn't see anyone
Okay.
sign that.
All right, 6, new business. A, recreational equipment.
Okay, in your packets you have one from the Pilot Club of Dillon Golf Tournament, and they are asking each one of you to sponsor a hole, and it's $100 each. Jack.
You told me earlier, huh?
Yeah. the next one we have is, from the Vision Educational Center, and they are wanting, donations that will go to providing school supplies for those such as backpacks, pencils, paper socks, undergarments, etc. Sponsoring educational field trips and provides hands-on learning and to expand the minds of our children and new positive experiences. Archie's given 100.
Let me make a statement though, if that's in line, if you have any,
I think this would be just supporting this program, and that's probably allowable. Would go to benefit certain people, but it's still just supporting the program as a broad program.
hold,
Alright, the next one is, Dillon Middle School Wildcat Band. They are, in the process of developing activities, field trips, competitions, fundraisers, and other exciting endeavors for the students that motivate and interest in the band. And they are asking for your, help with, any donations are very appreciated.
middle school $50. You know, on
Okay, and the last one I have, this one, was to James Campbell. It's from Nancy Park Road, and she goes to First Friendship Baptist Church. And we're having a rally from Morris College, and we have pledged to raise,
That's 10,000.
I think it is supposed to be $10,000 to help some young person
That's what it is,
to be able to go to college. Is that 10,000? And make a good life themselves. I'm asking for your help with this rally, and you will receive a thank you card from Morris College.
give them 100.
This is, again, kind of like a broad sponsor on a rally. It's a little different than that.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I'm gonna give her 200.
Like a
Just
real-
have room.
200. That's all I have for right now.
Requires a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? 6B, administrator, advertising. Okay.
Mrs. Gray, I thought with Mrs. Gray, I think we've had a conversation last week, and I think what was said in the conversation is, I don't think you had felt you haven't got a feel of all the council members as to when to probably advertise for the administrative position. So that's why I've added this to the agenda. I think you were wanting some directions, but would we say that's fair?
Well, yeah, it's actually y'all's call, and, you know, it's council's, all that will be council's decision.
Y'all good? We'll get something together and put it in next.
Mr. Campbell, you you had some concerns as well.
Yeah, Ms. Gray, only thing, we talked about it, and, you did say that you was referring to the chairman about it. Only thing we saying is that, we feel like we need to go ahead and advertise for it, and, go ahead and get it at least posted. Florence Morning News, state paper, Dillon, whatever we need to do, but we feel like we need to go ahead and do this. And, I would just make a motion that we go ahead and do it immediately.
You wanna go ahead and specify where you want it advertised, like I just mentioned, or?
I'd say Dillon, Alan, what you think?
I would do it in all the places we've done traditionally, which is, we also put it in that the county focus newsletter and some of the, there are lots of different places of that.
So we'll just get something and get it together. We'll get them to get it to something, get it to them, and it should be into the inspector probably.
Make a motion that we go ahead and just get her to do it immediately.
I think do you have something in stone from the last one? I think
She said she was waiting on the blessing of the council before she did
We ain't
anything.
gonna get it tomorrow's paper. I'm saying we can tell her to go ahead and get somebody
She
this
can
week.
get it in
next
the,
week, Tuesday.
what's the day, when she can get it in following Tuesday paper, can't
That's
she?
what I just said. That's it. That's it.
I make the motion that we get it started as early as the Tuesday paper, advertising.
I need a second.
Got a motion to second. Any discussion? All in favor? 7, finance report.
Currently on the unrestricted funds, we have $2,460,661. Out of that, accounts payable got $1,137,700, which leaves us available operating fund of $1,322,961. I think in the total restricted funds, we got $3,252,470.
Any question? All right, 8, administrator's report.
It looks long, but I'm trying not to be too long with it. Just give you a, first item is the landfill vertical expansion update. We just yesterday actually got the letter from DHEC that they've completed their review and they've approved a draft permit for the proposed vertical expansion of the C&D landfill. This is going to increase tonnage rate from 11,700 tons per year to 61,700 tons per year. There was supposed to be a notice in the Dillon Herald yesterday concerning that. And the next item is the update on the road out the Industrial Park Road and West Fairfield Roads. The completion date for the Industrial Park Road has been extended to September 15th due to some rain and some change order issues. We're all looking forward for that to be done. Little Piggy River cleaning update. Since y'all have approved the bids last time, we've expended about $10,000 and we had a total of $50,000. So tell me if you got a better update than this, but what I show is on the northern side, they've done the Harley's Bridge area. And then on the southern side, the river, y'all might be familiar with some of these places, River Access Road to number 9, Carmichael Bridge to the river access, and then in Floydale, done some work, and at Huggins Bridge to Blowhorn Road. But I think on that end, he may just be speedily getting the middle done to
I think
traffic.
really both of them covered.
Where's the bus?
Trey's idea is get an 8-foot path.
On both ends already, Rich, they already started cleaning up.
Yes, I think Seal's kind of getting his about spotless, and I think Trey Newell is actually just trying to get where we can get past all the way down the river.
You hadn't heard any problems that they had?
They said both of them complained how bad it was.
Seals told me he could probably reach 301 by price from Harley's Bridge, at least, about 6 or 8 foot path. And
Is the river level now?
it's getting back down. It came up some, but it's such a mess. I wouldn't go down there with a chainsaw.
Yeah. I think a lot of them said they're gonna have to go back through when the river goes down.
Okay, the next is the wastewater sewer study project that, through the EDA. According to PD-COG, they have not received a letter saying it's approved, but their indications from their conversations with EDA is that it's gonna be coming. They don't have to see any problem with that being granted to us. And I just wanna let y'all know about the audit concerns when the auditor was here on July 27th, excuse me. Richard Gaddy and I met with the treasurer and we discussed and addressed the comments and recommendations that the auditor had presented to y'all concerning improving internal control. And so that we're taking measures to get that in place.
Mind explaining what kind of measures you're taking?
Basically, we'll have another eye looking at her bank reconciliation. Richard will be looking at it and initialing that he's done that and getting it back to her. And then also, because the checks are printed over there, the register that comes back the checks will be, each check will be compared to the register, making sure that there's proper documentation for each check and that the beginning check number coincides with the ending of the prior run and so forth.
Finance office will be doing that.
Finance office will be doing that, just to make sure there's no checks missed, that something improper would have happened. That was the main thing, and getting our grants housed in one place too. And then the last thing is our county transportation committee. They've recently decided that they are thinking about wanting to become a self-administered committee. And this is the South Carolina DOT funds that come through the transportation committee, you know, for the paving projects and so forth. Apparently, each county can decide if they want to operate as self-administered or South Carolina DOT administered. Dillon counties has been South Carolina DOT administered ever since I can remember. What that means is South Carolina DOT is taking 3% of, charging a 3% fee to maintain the records and to perform the accounting functions and so forth. So they're interested in Dillon County handling the funds for them. And in other counties, they found out that they probably don't charge 3% fee to the committee. So if it doesn't, we were told it's not a whole lot of work, a whole lot of burden on the county to do that. But it's something that I'd like to look into if y'all don't mind. But if they could save that 3%, it would be a good bit of money that they could put toward their projects instead of it going to the states, you know, staying there at DOT. And it also, another good thing is it allows the funds to be more readily available. Right now, when we request C funds, it could take 30 days or more to get our money back. And some of those contractor amounts are pretty hefty. So I'd just like to research it a little bit more, but I wanted to let y'all know that that's what they pretty much requested from us. If you had any comments on that, I'd be welcome them.
Got any questions?
Lisa, on your report, I don't see it on here, but I think me, you, and Mr. Berry been talking back and forth. I think we have come to a conclusion about the trash pickup.
I think we have it resolved. I'll have an opinion today that I think will clear it up.
Okay. Thank you.
9, ordinances. A, third reading. An ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of fee in lieu of tax agreements by and between Dillon County, South Carolina, and a company or company known to the county of Dillon at this time as Project Tiny Miracle with respect to certain economic development property in the county, whereby such property will be subject to certain payments in lieu of taxes, including the provision of certain special source revenue credits and other matters related thereto.
Yeah, this is the the next several things, but this is the third reading on the ordinance that Brandon addressed during the executive session.
Requires a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion? Second?
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? The second reading, an ordinance to amend an agreement for the development of a joint county industrial business park of Dillon and Marlboro counties so as to enlarge the park. Requires a motion.
Make that motion.
Motion. Second. Second. Motion and second, any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? A, Recovery Month Proclamation. Barry?
You want me to read it, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, it requires a motion.
County Council proclamation, whereas behavioral health is an essential part of health and everyone's overall wellness, and recovery is a process through which individuals are able to improve their wellness, live increasingly self-directed lives, and strive to fulfill their greatest potential. And whereas substance use disorders are preventable, treatable, chronic health disorders, and people with substance use disorders can and do recover in South Carolina and around the nation. And whereas educating our communities about how substance use disorders affect all people is essential to combating stigma and resolving misconceptions associated with addiction. And whereas the mission of Recovery Month is to celebrate individuals who have achieved long-term recovery, to acknowledge those who work in prevention, treatment, and recovery services, and to encourage individuals and families in need to seek help. And whereas the goal of Recovery Month is to increase public awareness of substance use disorders and offer recovery support through individual program, family, and system approaches. And whereas to help more people achieve and sustain long-term recovery, Trinity Behavioral Care is joining with partners and stakeholders to invite all residents of Dillon County to participate in Recovery Month. And now therefore, the County Council of Dillon County does hereby proclaim September 2018 as Recovery Month throughout the county and encourages all of Dillon County to join the voices for recovery and help build stronger, healthier communities.
Requires a motion.
I made that
Hold
motion.
on, I think you got some representatives here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hear from you.
Yeah. Y'all got anything to say?
Thank you. We have several of our board members with us, Mr. McCray and Mr. Jackson. We have our peer support specialist, Cherie Fortune, and representative of the Recovery Movement, Minister Charles Townsend. So we want to thank y'all so much for approving this proclamation and all that you do to help us support and fight the war of the opioid crisis and substance abuse in general.
And
Can we take a picture?
Mr. Chairman, we'd like you to come down and get a picture with me.
Yes, sir. And we thank y'all for what y'all do.
Thank y'all for y'all's support.
Hold the proclamation.
Yeah, we can
Thank
do
you.
that. Oh, that's it.
Put it in the center.
Steve.
Right. It requires a motion.
Make the motion this time, Mr. Chair.
All right, got a motion? Got a second? All right, all in favor? Any opposed? All right. B, a resolution authorizing the execution and delivery of an inducement agreement and millage rate agreement by and between Dillon County, South Carolina, and Project Tiny Miracle, whereby under certain conditions, Dillon County will execute a fee in lieu of tax and special source revenue, whereby the project will be subject to payment of certain fees in lieu of taxes. Dillon County will make available certain credits against fee payments and reimbursement of investment in related qualified infrastructure and providing for related matters. Requires a motion.
Make that motion, Mr. Chair.
Got a motion? Got a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? 11 appointments, A, Grievance Committee, District 1, James Campbell.
I appoint Terry McCray.
All right, got Terry McCray. Requires a motion.
Don't move.
Got a motion, need a second?
I said,
Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, Trinity Behavior, reappointment of J.D. McLeod, District 1, James Campbell. Requires a motion.
Still ain't got nobody for that yet.
And they want you to reappoint him.
Now they want you to reappoint J.D. McLeod.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I keep him there.
Requires a motion to
Got a
sign
motion?
to reappoint, J.D. McLeod.
I got a motion, need a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. 13, adjournment. Requires a motion.
Don't move.
All right. Got a motion, need a second? A second. All in favor? Any opposed? Now adjourned. Thank you all for coming.